Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here on WWE 2k23 as we're back here with SmackDown. Just two more SmackDowns until the Extreme Rules PLE. Hello everybody, I'm sorry recently for the lack of uploads. Everybody had a great Mother's Day weekend, but the past couple days I've just been dealing with some food poisoning as well as a fever, but I'm feeling a little bit better today, still a little raspy in my voice, so I apologize for that. But I got to get these episodes back out for you guys. We got to start building to our first PLE. I'm excited. If you're ready for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. Back on Friday Night SmackDown, so that means there's 5 matches on the show. We're going to start off with the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn taking on Shanky in a non-title. Speaking of non-title, Charlotte Flair takes on Aaliyah. Mustafa Ali will go one-on-one against Butch. And then the Women's Tag Team Champions make a trip over to SmackDown. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will team up, face Dana Brooke and Tamina. And then our main event, they finally go head-to-head. Kevin Owens will take on Seth Freakin Rollins. Sami Zayn gets the win over Shanky, so does Charlotte Flair over Aaliyah. Butch is able to pick up a victory over Mustafa Ali. And now it's time for our tag team matchup. Champs versus Brooke and Tamina. Oh, here is a very big opportunity for two women who haven't had opportunities come their way very often here on SmackDown. Dana Brooke and Tamina, their team recently drafted over here to the Blue brand shortly in the draft just a couple months ago. And a big opportunity, non-title, but it is against the champs. And for a team that's kind of looking for success, a win over the champions would shoot yourself right to the front, right into the thick of things. And Dana Brooke, somebody who has been potential labeled, hasn't fully tapped into it, and she's teaming up obviously with her tag team partner, who is the big, strong, ain't nobody meaner than Tamina. So, very interesting tag team. Tamina's been around the block for quite some time, and she's still somebody who's very tough, very hard hitter. And if you're the champs, you got to be careful of Tamina and the style and the brawling aspect that she brings to the table. It's not going to be easy, obviously, for Brooke and Tamina here tonight. But this is a big opportunity because here they get ready to make their way to the ring. Here come the tag team champions. There they are, Ronda Rousey on your right, Shayna Baszler on your left. They're members of the Raw roster, but when you become women's tag team champions, you can actually float in between both brands. That's why they're here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. It's their first time together. We've seen them in a feature match since becoming the champions. Remember, Ronda Rousey is actually suspended for 3 weeks thanks to striking an official at the Clash of Champions, or Clash at the Castle, PLE, in Cardiff, Wales, where they actually won the championships. And they decided to make the trip over here to Friday Night SmackDown tonight for this matchup, which is going to kick off our 2 feature matches of the show. It'll be Dana Brooke starting for her team, and it'll be Shayna Baszler for hers. And we are underway. As both competitors back here in the center of the ring. As it's Baszler with the upper hand early. A nice sharp right hand shot. And she's going to make the tag quickly to Ronda Rousey. As this is a little bit of a homecoming for Rousey and Baszler. They spent the first half of the year as members of the Friday Night SmackDown roster. They're actually drafted over to Monday Night Raw in the draft. And that's actually where this alliance kind of came back to fruition. Baszler and Rousey targeted the champs on that night, set their sights on becoming women's tag team champions. They're actually able to do that at the Clash at the Castle PLE in Cardiff, where they beat the champs of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. They do have a future date, though, with the former champions, who both have picked up a win over Baszler in recent time, thanks to Ronda Rousey not being there. There's a shot by Tamina from behind. Actually allows Brooke to now take a charge. She's going to answer back with a short right-hand shot of her own and tag in Tamina. Very good tag team there from Tamina and Dana Brooke. So I'm saying they have potential. I'd love to see them take it to the champs in this matchup, as Tamina just takes Shayna Baszler off the outside, and now Brooke throws Rousey inside the ring. So this is a very big opportunity, and they're looking good very early. Now Rousey fighting out from underneath. And they have a date with the former champs Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley at Extreme Rules. But Rousey and Baszler decided to make the trip over here to SmackDown. They wanted a tune-up match, and they're getting it on the Blue brand in the form of Tamina and Dana Brooke. A lot of good women tag teams here in WWE. We got obviously the champs Baszler and Rousey, the former champs Morgan and Ripley, and then you got Dana Brooke and Tamina here. Natalya, Shotzi, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, Alexa Bliss, Nikki ASH. I mean, just to name a few. It's a very loaded women's tag team division. As now Baszler takes down Tamina and stomps away on that left arm. And now the champs are starting to get back in this one. They had to weather the early storm. As now Ronda Rousey, the former SmackDown Women's Champion, lost that title back at SummerSlam, has checked back into the ring and has not really endeared herself to the crowd in recent months. They've actually turned their back on Ronda Rousey thanks to the attack on Morgan and Ripley. And Ronda Rousey doesn't seem like she cares, and now she goes for a cover here on Tamina after a big knee and only gets a 1 count. But Ronda Rousey very much not a fan favorite anymore to the WWE Universe. And right now, though, she's just stomping away on Tamina, who desperately needs to start making it over to her corner for a tag. And actually, I think that's what Rousey's going to allow her to do. She's going to allow her to tag in Dana Brooke. And now Dana Brooke, the fresher of the two, is now going to come fire back with a couple of strikes. Maybe a mistake there by Rousey. A little bit of overconfidence as she gets 1. And there's only a kick out of 1, though. Dana Brooke, very strong competitor. Haven't seen her fully tap into her potential here in WWE. We know Dana Brooke has the tools to be a stronger superstar, but just hasn't been able to put it all together. And hopefully this tag team with Tamina can allow her to open that up as right as she starts to fight out of the corner. She gets cut off there, but now Dana Brooke still trying to fight out of it. Sits Rousey against the ropes. There's a nice back elbow. Drops 1/2 of the champs. And then it gives Brooke the opening she needs to make a tag to Tamina. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Rousey does the same. She tags in Baszler. As now Baszler gets dumped all the way over the top rope down to the floor for good measure. And now Dana Brooke actually right there. Ref going to allow a little bit of leeway as Brooke, all she does is just throw Baszler back inside the ring. I like this strategy. I've seen it on a couple of occasions. Brooke and Tamina are not allowing the champs to get any sort of breather on the outside. Taking it to him between the ropes, but there's a nice DDT. As Baszler takes down Tamina with 1 shot. And now the confidence, the arrogance, so to say, on display. As they believe they're better than everybody else in the women's tag division, that being Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. As there's another kick to the midsection, another DDT. Now Baszler will make the trip across the ring. She'll tag in Rousey. As champs starting to show why they are indeed the champs. We talked about it. Extreme Rules. I'll have to put those titles on the line against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, the former champs, who are very dominant champs in their own right as well. As Ronda Rousey just continues to stomp away on Tamina, who desperately needs to make another tag to Dana Brooke if she wants to stay alive in this contest. As Rousey actually could be, I don't know, going to flip Tamina over. I thought she was thinking armbar there. You have to think that's what Rousey is softening her up for. Trying to get that armbar submission at some point. As there's a hip sauce judo style takedown. Now Tamina's in trouble center of the ring. Ronda will actually get her back to her feet. And it's going to get her up on her shoulders looking for that Piper's Pit. This is not where you want to be if you're Tamina. And there's the Piper's Pit. Gets taken down by Rousey. Ronda not going to go for the pinfall here. Instead going to take Tamina back to her feet. Try to lock in this armbar submission. She has it locked in. Armbar is Tamina going to tap. No, she will not, because Dana Brooke is actually there to break it up. Tamina could have been moments away from tapping out if it weren't for her tag team partner. But now Tamina desperately needs to make a tag. As you can see, Ronda Rousey has not stopped zoning in on that armbar. A kick for good measure. And Ronda is just taking it to Tamina, excuse me. Former SmackDown Women's Champion, showing why she was so dominant in the ring, showing why she was able to make Charlotte Flair tap out. And now goes for another pinfall, but this time Dana Brooke again able to break it up. The champs are rolling, but I think in order to win this contest, they need to take out Dana Brooke. Got to isolate one of the competitors in tag team contest, otherwise the other one will just come in and break it up every single time as Tamina gets taken out to the outside. Now Rousey honing in that exact thing, hangs up Brooke on the top rope. That's not a good sign. As now Ronda's going to make the tag over to Shayna, and Tamina could be isolated now. She's going to make her way back in the ring. But Shayna there to cut her off. Those are into the far turnbuckle now. Takes out the legs. Not a bad strategy. And you're working against a powerful woman like Tamina. There's now just a couple of body shots. And Shayna Baszler as well, just toying with her food. Shayna Baszler, now a 3-time women's tag team champion. You would think Baszler, very much singles performer, but she's actually a very accomplished women's tag team wrestler, which is, I think, another reason why this team of Baszler and Rousey has been so dominant in such a short time. Yes, they have a lot of history with each other. Two of the four horsewomen of MMA, pioneers of the women's division in MMA. But Baszler is now a 3-time women's tag team champion. She brings that experience over with Rousey. Those two are dominant. Again, Rousey just hangs up Brooke on the outside. And Tamina just trying to get her senses with her. But Rousey's not even going to allow that to happen. Throws her off the steel stairs. Crashes and burns Tamina. And now just the champs are just having their way. Brooke has been unable to make it back in the ring. Tamina has been unable to get back to it ever since taking that Piper's Pit from Ronda Rousey. Now she's going to try to make her way back in the ring. Rousey will follow. Tamina just wants a break. She's going to hit the ropes, try to fire back. And there's a big clothesline. Catches Rousey coming in the ropes. And now this could be the opportunity that Tamina needs. Right hand shot. A chop knocks down Rousey. And Tamina could be trying to fire her way back up. But Rousey quickly back to her feet. Is going to try to cut this one off. Sends Tamina against the ropes. And actually misses the big knee. Tamina ducks it. Hits the ropes. But now Rousey trying to maintain the advantage. And just takes her down again with the arm. Tamina in a lot of trouble here. Just honing in on the arms as Rousey and Baszler. You can tell what they're trying to lock in. They don't make no secrets about it. It's kick to the midsection here. Baszler, what's she have in mind? Going to put Tamina up on her shoulders and drop her down to the canvas. Down goes Tamina, who's in a lot of trouble here. Stomping away on that right arm. Trying to soften it up. Baszler gets her back to her feet one more time. Throws her against the ropes. Then a drop kick to the knees. Takes out the lower base. And now Baszler puts Tamina in prime position for Ronda Rousey, who tags back into this contest and is looking to take down Tamina one more time. There's the hip toss. Armbar is cinched in. Nowhere for Tamina to go, and she has no choice but to tap out. Dana Brooke can't even get there in time. And the champs dominate. And the return to Friday Night SmackDown. Ronda Rousey gets the win by submission. As ever since that point in the contest right there, that Piper's Pit is what allowed Rousey and Baszler to never look back. Looking dominant in this matchup tonight. Well, we see this same team come Extreme Rules, and they have to defend the Women's Tag Team Championships against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. We'll find out in about 8 days' time. But tonight, it's a championship celebration win for Rousey and Baszler. Well, back in the ring, looks like Tamina and Dana Brooke back to their feet, just trying to shake off the loss. But wait a second. Tamina with a cheap shot on Dana, and now a drop kick. And, well, this partnership looks like it's come to an end. Tamina taking down Dana Brooke, obviously frustrated with the loss, but why? Tamina was the one that got pinned. Dana Brooke didn't take the fall or the submission, and now Tamina laying out Dana Brooke. Comes off the top rope now again, looking to do the same thing. Superfly splash. Tamina turns on her tag team partner. Before we get there, Charlotte Flair has made her way to the ring. The SmackDown Women's Champion. We saw her pick a win up over Aaliyah here tonight, but she's made her way back to the ring. Charlotte Flair wants to say something. Now, Io Sky, I heard, has been campaigning for another chance at my SmackDown Women's Championship, and I have to give it to Io. She took me to the limit at Clash of the Castle. She's been on quite a roll here on SmackDown since coming over to the blue brand from NXT. And Io, if what you want is another shot at my championship, you got it. But I do warn you, Io, because that Extreme Rules, I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into. I am the queen, but Io, if you want me to take it extreme, I will do just that. So I'll see you at Extreme Rules in an Extreme Rules match. So Charlotte Flair has accepted the challenge of Io Sky. An Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship now made official. As Extreme Rules just gets better and better. Now it's time for a main event, a match that has been months in the making. Former friends, now rivals, will step inside the ring. As making his way to the ring first, here comes the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, who has revenge on his mind. This dates back to when these two were members of the Raw roster prior to the WWE draft. Both were drafted over to Friday Night SmackDown, and it's been hellacious for both ever since. We've seen them attack each other everywhere and anywhere in the arena. Well, Adam Pearce has finally decided to book this match for our main event here tonight. As Kevin Owens has made his way to the ring first. And here he comes. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth Freakin Rollins, looking to burn it down here on his new home of Friday Night SmackDown. As here he comes. Seth Freakin Rollins has made his way to the ring. As a longtime member of Monday Night Raw, this is only his second stint ever as a member of the Blue Brand, but it's so nice to have Seth Freakin Rollins here on Friday Night SmackDown. Some will say he was even the best pick of the WWE draft, was somehow netting Seth Rollins for this spot as he's made his way now to the ring. Kevin Owens, Seth Freakin Rollins. Let's not waste any more time. It's our main event. It's finally official. Rollins and Owens square up, and Seth sends him over into the far turnbuckle. And just shot to the leg for good measure. Well, these are two men who had a friendship, as Rollins early looking for that back elbow to the back of the neck. But it was a very on and off friendship. We saw Kevin Owens and Rollins team a couple times. We saw him challenge for the Raw Tag Team Championships prior to WrestleMania. But as it kind of turned out, Owens actually ended up buying into the friendship. And well, as we ended up seeing, Seth Freakin Rollins actually ended up doing the opposite, as there's a big ripcord knee. Seth's actually trying to end this one early. Kevin wisely rolled to the outside and tried to catch a breather. But Seth was just using Owens to advantage. Every time Seth had a match against a big opportunity, he'd send Kevin Owens, try to soften him up. Owens would oblige, and well, eventually Seth Rollins blamed his ability to not capture the WWE Championship on the fact that Kevin Owens was not there with him. So one night, Kevin Owens had a match on Monday Night Raw. Before it was made official, Seth Freakin Rollins attacked Kevin Owens. Hold on now, ripcord knee again for a second time, as Kevin Owens has to kick out at 2 early in this contest. But Seth turned on Kevin Owens, attacked him, took him out for a couple of weeks. But then these two got drafted over to Friday Night SmackDown, and this rivalry has not stopped since. We've seen each other attack in matches. They can't leave each other alone. In the backstage area, they find each other and attack each other. Out in the parking lot, these two cannot be separated. So it's finally time they square off in our main event tonight. But right now, it's Seth Rollins with the early advantage on this contest. As Rollins again tries to get Owens looking for a third ripcord knee. It's already a third one of this contest. Another ripcord knee right on the jaw, but Kevin Owens this time kicks out at 1. We know of the great resiliency by Kevin Owens. As you can see now, Seth Rollins showing a little bit of frustration. He's been trying to get this one early. He doesn't want to stay in the ring a long time with Kevin Owens. There's a nice roundhouse kick. He wants to finish off his former friend quickly. As Seth Rollins has had the upper hand, Owens hasn't been able to get out of the box. But there's a big enziguri. That might just turn the favor and allow Kevin to get the upper hand. But Seth quickly back to his feet. He's going to cut off Kevin, throw him up against the turnbuckle. And Seth ties again that left leg in the ropes and will kick it. Try to take out the vertical base of the prize fighter. As now Rollins again looking for that back elbow to the back of the neck. And Owens is in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage to that upper body, to that head. The ref, if this continues, might have to start to step into this one. Rollins continues to attack here on Owens, but Kevin kicked the midsection, looks to fire out. Now has a hold of Seth, puts him up on his shoulders, and is going to dump him all the way to the outside. Seth gets dumped all the way to the floor, and that'll cut off any momentum that you're able to build up. But Kevin Owens isn't done. He's going to springboard, but doesn't quite get the range on this one, as this one spills to the outside. He misfired on the dive as these two continue to trade on the outside now into the barricade. Ref's count continues as they will take it. Oh, hangs up Rollins on that barricade. Ref's count is still growing, by the way. It's up to a count of 6 now as these two just continue to do battle on the outside, just taking it to one another. And Kevin Owens slams Rollins into the barricade and continues to stomp. Ref now up to a count of 8 as these two continue to do battle on the outside. Kevin Owens just wants to make Seth Rollins pay and throws him into the crowd. Owens will follow, and the ref has now reached a count of 10. This one is a double count out, ladies and gentlemen. No victor in this one, but it doesn't seem like these two are done. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins now brawling in the WWE Universe. It doesn't seem like they care. These two have just been waiting weeks and weeks, months in months to get hands on each other in an official match, and this is the result of it. Into the crowd, these two continue to go as there's an uppercut. Seth Rollins now on the back foot. Kevin Owens battling, just beating him around the entire arena. That's what I'm talking about. Anywhere these two go, they just continue to fight. It doesn't matter if it's inside the ring. It doesn't matter if it's in the backstage or even in the WWE Universe. These two continue to attack each other. Now they've made their way towards the stage. Rollins is just trying to create a little bit of space now. And now it suckers Kevin Owens in, but Owens fires back a couple more strikes of his own, kick to the midsection. And now Rollins in a lot of trouble. Owens is now going to make his way to the stage. As Owens, what's he got in mind here? Seth Rollins is down off the side of the stage. Owens on the far side of the stage is going to get a running start here, and Rollins starts to get back to his feet, and Owens is going to jump off with a double axe handle. Actually, he missed. Rollins able to block, rolls through, kick on the jaw. Well, these two just continue to brawl, a moonsault for good measure, but we got to cut this one. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to get that sorted out, but that's all we have time for tonight. But Extreme Rules is coming up in 2 weeks' time. We now know Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky, a rematch from Clash of the Castle for the SmackDown Women's Championship has been made official. Other matches on the SmackDown brand, we know Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet for the WWE Universal Championship. That one should be a good one, but we still have one more SmackDown to go before Extreme Rules. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.